was that?
It sounded like you're a Braves fan. Congratulations, you're still alive.
Gosh, shut the hell up.
The Atlanta.
Take your best shot.
What is going on, guys and gals? Welcome to Good Real Hunting. Happy Thursday night. We hope you're having a good time. It's about to get better because you're hanging out with Birdie, who's that guy, Brad, who's this guy. We're going to be hanging out tonight. We're going to be doing a little Q&A session here tonight. It's going to be fun. You know, last week we had a couple shows. We had the Rocky 3 and we had the big show Saturday night. You know, the Real Horror Award show, which was epic. Thank you guys for showing up for that. That was a lot of fun. Tonight, we're just going to kick back, take it easy. Answer your Q's. You got Q's, we got A's.
Dude, you need to take over for a minute because you gave me a freaking hell of an idea.
Bona fide idea. I like it when you have good ideas.
It's gonna take me one moment.
Take your time, man.
So entertain people.
Yeah, dude, I can do that. It's Thursday. You know, it's sunny outside. Well, not anymore, but it was earlier today. It was nice, 70 degrees. Wonderful. We're excited. Spring is right around the corner. We're here to celebrate that. Obviously, we're coming up to a close of the first quarter of the year. That's crazy to say that. And I haven't seen any movies, but that's okay. Let's see who's in the chat. Okay, it's cool. A lot of people in here tonight already. It's cool. Chester, of course, first one here. I like it. 6:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're here just to say hello. It's good to see you. Rosie is here. Rose is here. We have a rose for you somewhere. Bert will get that for you in just a moment. Don't you worry about it. Brother Fluff is here. Good to see you, my friend.
Did someone say Rose?
Yes, I did.
There it is.
Bingo. What's his name? Oh, there it is. I like to see it. Brother Fluff, I said, was here. Chester, Rosie. I already said those names, but it's always good to say them again. Because Adrian, hey, yo, Adrian, no, how you doing? I never talked to a dog before is here. Zodiac Z in the house. Gian is here. Good to see you. Or is it Genie, maybe? Is that that makes more sense to say Genie.
Genie in the bottle?
Yeah, I don't know. Raymond is in the house. What's up, my friend? Good to see you as well. And I think that's Ashton. Ashton's here. Welcome to the party. Good to see you as well. And Gory Tiger, my man, is here as well. Let's see who else we got here. Veronica, what is up? Chris Snyder,
Hey,
of course, our friend. Our friend Chris is here. Vanderhoff, what's up, my friend? Aaron Clicks in the house. What is going on? And I think that is officially everybody. If not, I missed you. I'm sorry, but I'll see you again here soon. And it's going to be good.
But Brad, are you saying tonight's show is a big show?
Yeah.
Is it bigger than this?
Well, it's the big show.
Dude, I love Big Show, man. He used to be one of my favorites. He was fucking awesome, especially back in that era.
Or whatever The Rock said, well, whoa is the big slow.
I love it, dude. I love it, man. I've been thinking about all these. I've been getting a lot of these old school WWE reels lately, on Instagram or Facebook or whatever.
Are they bigger for the big show?
Well, it's the big show.
They're not that big. But I love seeing it, man. I love it. It's bringing back great memories. Good to see. So, Birdie, how are you this evening, my friend?
Dude, talk about going from Sunday to Tuesday, living on cloud nine, with obviously why.
Yeah. Another Super Bowl for the Chiefs.
Yeah, but unfortunately, folks, this is just unfortunate. Chester said best, congrats to the Chiefs for winning the Super Bowl, but thoughts and prayers to the KC victims. And Raymond just added on that, just sending thoughts and prayers to the KC shooting victims and their families. And I want to address that because just there's some people that don't want to have fun in this world. And it's just very unfortunate that they had to take it out on so many innocent people, especially just during a time where we're just celebrating football one last time, especially for a city. So it's just a sad situation. Thoughts and prayers do go out to all the victims, and hopefully the people responsible for that cowardly act, the 3 shooters that are responsible for those cowardly acts, are found. And just want to also do a honorary shot for those victims. I know it's not going to save anything, but that's just kind of like how to heal pain 1 ounce at a time.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really a good healing of the pain, a healthy one, I should say, but I like it. I'm here for it. I'm
also,
here for it. I think.
Chiefs won the Super Bowl too, so if there's something to
There
do it with, which Brad saw that video I did on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I did, man. I did.
Kind of went something like this: "Fuck the haters."
I tell you what, though, man. Here's what I think. I thought the game itself was fantastic. Neutral fan for the most part. I was going for the 49ers, mostly because my boy Juwan Jennings, and he went off in the game. It was awesome to see. But I wasn't disappointed either way. It was one of those games where I could just sit there and enjoy it. I'm not going to get emotionally invested, and it was a hell of a game. I had a good time with it, and man, that's all. The Super Bowl always seems to be at least a good game. Like the NFL, the NCAA national championship, pretty much is always kind of shitty. At least maybe 2 out of 3 years it is. Super Bowl's always usually pretty good. So we got a good game this year.
Yeah, absolutely we did, and also had a little help this year for winning the Super Bowl this year because the Chiefs Kingdom did get a new Chief fan, or should I say, a Swifty fan. Destiny, how are you doing? Hopefully all is going well, and thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit.
Welcome. Yeah, hanging out. You guys, if y'all have any questions, drop them in. We'll answer them. Otherwise, we're just going to bullshit. We're going to bullshit around like we always do, and just even though Zodiac said no more BS, Brett. Well,
okay, fine. Speaking of the freaking haters, no, I'm just kidding. But before we dive into some of those questions, go ahead and get those questions into the chat, and we'll be happy to answer any of them. I want to thank our freaking real hunters, Brad, man. The real hunters, they're the official backbone of this channel. So when we're riding the highs of the highs and the lows of the lows, our real hunters always have our back. So if you want to have our back as well, the Patreon link is in the description down below. Click on it, select any tier to your heart's desire, so you all can be a real hunter today. But just in case if you don't want to be a real hunter, YouTube memberships are available as well. They're the hottest ticket to supporting the channel because we're crazy. Brad, how crazy are we? Because as low as 99 cents, you can invest and be part of the Real Hunter family of Good Real Hunting for as low as 99 cents, where you can earn cool badges, use awesome badass emojis, and much, much more, so you all can be a real hunter today.
Yeah, and if you can't do those things, just being here is fine. Liking the video, sharing the video, being in that comment section or that live chat over there, dropping a comment after the fact, all that stuff helps us out tremendously. Hit that thumbs up, give us a little love so we can hit our goals, of course. And yeah, that's fantastic. And yeah.
Is it a big? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not going to do it. But let's go ahead and answer always the most important question to everybody's day. You want to know what that question is?
Hit it.
That little Swifty out there. Desi asks, what did you all eat for dinner?
Well, I made a shrimp linguine. So that's what I went with tonight. It was decent. It was solid. It was good. Whipped up some shrimp with a little bit of Old Bay, some garlic, all that good stuff with a little linguine. It was good. It wasn't bad at all. It was good.
Nice, dude. I had I usually check all like my fast food and sit down restaurant apps because sometimes they always like to offer a good deal that I just cannot ignore, and that is Chili's this time because they had a deal where it's buy one entree and get an appetizer free. So what I decided to do was I got me an old timer burger with pepper jack cheese with fries, and my free appetizer was 8 boneless wings.
That's a
And
lot of protein, Birdie.
that cost me $14, including tip.
That's wonderful, including tip. Wow, that's fantastic,
Wings.
dude. You got a damn a good amount of protein there, Birdie. I
Oh
think you
yeah, I'm all about the freaking protein, man. But man, I just did something that's cheap because usually I don't mind to admit this on here, but I usually give my mom some money and she usually cooks the meal for me. But unfortunately, she did get COVID recently, so I have to kind of like fend for myself here within the next couple of days until she gets better. So if y'all could just say a little, like, just have your thoughts a little bit towards my mom. This is her second time getting COVID. But so far, I think the worst is behind her, and she's getting a lot better right now.
That's good news, man. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Hopefully, she'll be whipping you up some banana pudding again here real soon.
Oh, dude, I crushed my lucky Super Bowl banana pudding. Every Super Bowl, my mom makes banana pudding, and I always freaking crush it.
I really don't know what it is about the Brett man, but fucking his team wins the Super Bowl every year. He wins fantasy football every year. I just don't understand what happens.
Because you know why?
The fantasy, the football gods are really on the side of the Brett man. Even high school, he was the manager of a team that never lost a game until the very last one.
Well, technically, I half lost, and you know why. You want to know why we half lost?
I know why.
Say it.
You say it.
You say it, because you're a part of it.
Yeah, but you said it first. You gotta say it.
Okay, fine.
You gotta do it.
Remember, no BS. So I'm not going to BS around. It's because our defense won state championship, not our offense.
Yeah, our offense lost enough, so we lost the game. But it's all good. It's
Fucking
all good.
you, Ling. But anyway,
I really don't know what it is about the Brett man and the football. I wish you would be a bigger Tennessee fan so they could win some games and win a championship or two. Yeah, I don't get it. You got to do it. Somebody's got to do it.
Dude, I'm a biggest UT fan. I'm always the one calming your ass down.
Well, put some of your eggs in that basket then. Put some of those good luck charms. Take some off. Sacrifice a fantasy season or two so the Vols can win something good.
Dude, that's like asking the Chiefs not to three-peat. It's just not possible.
It's going to be tough, man. I mean, can they do it? Yeah, this year they kind of sucked this year. So I think.
Well, I'll just say this from a fantasy perspective: you kind of want to play me on the week that we're going to Orlando, just because I probably won't try that week, and that's the only chance you got to beating me.
That's true. I'll save it.
But no, Destiny, thank you so much for your question. And we're going to go from a great question to a freaking $5 super chat from Frank. Frank, that is so kind of you. Even though like I'm the biggest Screen fan, so for you to even give to a fellow Screen fan just shows that you really love me. And you love Brad too, of course, because who doesn't love Brad over here? But Brad, I'm going to let you pick the freaking super chat that goes best with Frank's super chat.
You already know. You already know what it's going to be.
Hell, you see this?
Oh my word. I think the guy snapped.
$100 bill. It's yours.
Hey.
Why would he rip up money? I don't know, but he's that freaking excited to give us some money.
Well, I'm winking back at Frank because I know this guy, and I know that recently he told me, he told everybody that he sucks toes daily. So I'm happy for him in that regard. So, it's good.
Just like that freaking Saturday Night Live skit, remember? With Chris Rock? All I wants to do is suck a big toe. Suck it real slow. I want to suck your big fat toe.
I have never seen this video, but I am glad
it's
that
out
you
there.
Brought it to life. Yes, I know. I'm sure it is. That's one of the ones that has skipped around me all these years.
So we also, you know what? Brother Flood's been a member for 11 months, man. That is super impressive and super appreciative. I think we need to give him another one. We need to give I would say it's a super chat, but it's called a super thank you.
I like a good super thank you.
Yeah, let's do a super. Dude, I need to download super thank yous, so remind me to do that.
Yeah, I like that.
So, can I pick?
Pick it up.
Because it's kind of, and I'll also do this too. This is a hint for next week's stream. So here we go.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ah, man, that's a good hint. I'm excited for that, man. That's what I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
ready to tackle for a long time.
Oh, yeah. I know he's freaking excited, man. So, Brother Fluff, thank you so much. 11 months of being a real hunter. It's always super appreciative.
Hey, we got it. We got another 11-month member here, and Chris Snyder, man. We got another
What?
one. Yeah, how crazy is that, man?
Dude,
This is a
we're
lot of
almost at a freaking year of just people being real hunters. That's freaking crazy. Plus, we're going to need your all's money because it's tax season. We're going to have to pay taxes for all the goodies that you all have been blessed to give us.
Yeah, man. I got it
Which that's
right
what I'm
here.
doing this weekend, Brad. I'm doing the freaking taxes, man. Like,
Oh,
it's going to be
wonderful,
good.
wonderful.
On
Taxes.
the good real taxes.
Woo-wee.
Because I just happen to have 2 20s and 2 10s right here in my wallet. I was afraid they were going to be there till next April.
The ideas are flowing for something very special that's going to be coming up in the next, I don't know, 7, 8 years. Anyway,
Oh, I know what you're thinking though. But how could people get that particular goal, Brad? How many subscribers?
you want to talk about the goal? You want to just talk about the goal?
You know what? Fuck it. We're going to talk about the goal, and we'll get back to your questions here. So what are we going to do for the people once we get to 2,000 subscribers?
We're going to do something very special. You guys like the Real Horror Award show. I think you guys seem to like it quite a bit. Everybody likes it. We enjoy it. Everybody had a good time with it, right? I know you did.
Yeah.
I know I did. I know the people liked it. So why not do a very special one when we hit a very special number of 2,000? And that's going to be, Bertie, this is your idea. You tell the people what we're going to do. What are we going to do?
I'll tell the people what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do, people. Since you love the Real Horror Awards, and the Real Horror Awards was another huge success, we figure that we're going to make you work for the biggest Real Horror Awards show of all time. It's not going to be for a particular year like we traditionally do. We're going to do the greatest Real Horror Awards show of all the times, as Santina Morella says, of all the times. And how are we going to do that? It's going to be the Real Horror Award show for the greatest horror movies of all time. Meaning, for example, what's the greatest horror movie of all time? You all get to freaking decide. What's the greatest kill of all time? You all get to decide. Who's the best leading actress of all time for all horror movies? You get to decide. It's not from the 2020s. It could be from the 2010s. It could be from the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s. Brad, there's so much freaking stuff to look at.
The 40s, the 30s, the 20s,
If
the
you
90s.
can find one in the 40s, man. So, that's what we decided, or we're deciding to conjuring up. It's like the conjuring, that the greatest Real Horror War show, or just the greatest horror war show that celebrates the whole every freaking year you can possibly imagine for the horror genre. We're going to freaking celebrate it, and we're going to celebrate it to the freaking max. And the only way to do that is 2,000 subscribers.
That's going to be epic. Yeah, of course, man. There's going to be a skit on there too. That's going to be awesome, man. All right, here we go.
Will be the greatest skit of all time. We legitimately started talking about it too last night.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I can't wait for it, dude. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be tough to pull off, but we can do it. All right, here we go. Going back to the beginning.
Thanks, Lamontre.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think we did a damn good job. Chris Snyder's popping in here with a question. What movie do you think will be the biggest surprise this year, good or bad, Birdie?
Ooh, okay. I think I'm going to be honest with you. It's a trailer for one of my good buddies, Brandon Timmons, baby. Which, guys, real quickly, if you have not invested into The Last Nightmare Part 1, they're doing they're doing something insane starting tomorrow and over the weekend. They're doing something freaking insane. Brad, discount weekend.
Discount weekend? Tell me about it, Birdie.
Dude, it's discount weekend this weekend for the Last Nightmare Part 1, meaning that you can invest into their project for a discount. So like for a poster, which there's limited posters left, discount. Freaking Blu-rays, discount. Pictures of me naked, Nah, I'm just kidding with you. Just want to make sure you all were paying attention. But big discount this weekend, starting tomorrow for The Last Nightmare Part 1. But I want to bring this up because Brayden shared me with this trailer that actually came out today, and I think it's going to be a big surprise for the horror community this year. It's a little horror movie. It's going to be called Sting. Have you heard of it?
Negative, not at all.
Good, because I got introduced to this today with the trailer, and it's about pretty much a big ass spider, or well, it starts out small, but it gets bigger throughout the entirety of the movie.
I know
It
how that
goes on a
goes.
freaking kill rage.
That sounds cool, man. I like the Spider movie, man. Like when I see it. For me, man, I'm gonna go with Twisters. I talked
almost
about
went
it.
with that.
Yeah, I talked about it in the anticipated live show we did a few weeks ago for 2024. I picked it to be the sleeper pick of the year for me because at the time, a lot of people were like, oh, we don't need this movie. Now, since then, the trailers come out, it's generated some buzz. I still stand by it. I think it's going to be damn good. And I'm really excited to see it. Now, the trailer looks sick, too. You had Dorothy in there. You had the red Dodge Ram in there. A lot of good throwbacks to the 90s version of Twister. And it seems like it's going to be a good, they had the original font on the poster, which is really cool. It had that kind of original aesthetic to it and on the front, too, just in general. Really excited for it. Twister is one of my favorite 90s movies. One of my favorite, just like whatever kind of, action movie, I guess, maybe somewhat. Slash disaster movies, I guess you could call
Did
it.
you say action movie?
Yes, I did.
Ooh, that might come in play at the end of this show.
I like it. I think we should do that. But yeah, I that for me is one I'm really excited about. And I think it's just going to be, for a lot of people, I think they're going to be surprised for how good it is. I hope it could be a disaster, but I'm not getting that vibe.
Well, it is a tornado, so of course it's going to be disastrous in some way. But no, dude, if there's a second movie, it's easily going to be Twisters. I got so freaking excited for the Super Bowl trailer. Even though I know most people are talking about the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, but man, you can't skip out on Twister, man. It's a freaking jolly good time, and I feel like I just think everything's going to go splendid for that movie.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Excited.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and did we say hello to Mellow Mutant?
I do not believe so.
Okay, well, Mellow Mutant, first off, I apologize, my friend. And I want to say I think you're new here, but I thought I saw you before. So just in case, welcome, Mellow Mutant. And I'll go ahead and get your question because I did see where we've missed you for a while. So we'll get to your question, but we'll go back to the order of operations. That clip is one of my favorite movies. Oh, are you talking about the freaking hint for next week's stream?
Hey, I think he might be.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude,
Same.
yeah, you're
it's
all
from
gonna
one
be
of my favorite movies too.
freaking excited for it. Yeah, so awesome. And welcome Melon Mutant to the chat. So Brad, let's get back to a question way back when, because I wanted to highlight it. Bufferfruth asked, how are Chester and Rosie so fucking cool? I don't know, but I think everybody's cool in the chat if you ask me.
I think they're cool because they're subscribed to Good Real Hunting. And that's what it takes to be cool. So yes, you're right. Everybody here tonight is cool. They're all cool people. You're cool too, Brother Fluff. You're cool as well.
Yeah, dude. Brother Fluff is so fucking cool. So, okay, let's see. We did that one. Ooh, Raymond asking a juicy question. Brad, do you like juicy questions?
Bring it.
All right, I'm going to try to make sure you don't get in trouble with this question, but we'll try our best here. I want to know something. We all know Bert's celebrity crushes. Trust me, I'll talk about them all the fucking time. But who are Brad's celebrity crushes? I already know one first off hand, but I'm kind of curious about your other ones.
Still going to be Emily Blunt. Still going to be Florence Pugh.
Of course.
Still going to be Alicia Vikander. Yeah. Still going to be, there's a couple more. Oh man, what are they? Those are always kind of the ones that pops up at the top of the list. But there's several, man. Those are my favorites, to say the least. So I'll go with those three for now. There's man, who else though? No, that's good. I'm good with those three. I'm good with those.
Yeah.
Three.
So are we talking about their looks? Are we talking about their acting? Or
it's
Florence Pugh or Kate Tit? Like,
well, that helps. It never hurts. It's really a combination. Seeing both of them in Oppenheimer was outstanding. Emily Blunt, Florence Pugh, both of them had fantastic performances. They always do. Both of them do, and Alicia Vikander does as well. If they're going to be in a movie, they're going to bring it, man, too, as far as the acting goes. I mean, every time. So it's awesome to see him. Yeah, I mean, there's several more. Anya Taylor-Joy is one of those now, probably, I
Yeah.
would say, as well. The big ones, man. Yeah, for sure, man. Samara Weaving,
Yeah, see,
absolutely.
Chris freaking added it right there too. Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Aubrey Plaza, those are excellent choices. But just in
Yeah,
case, I'm a what we call it Denise Richards, Sharni Vision, and one that's really taken over the game the last couple of years is
don't say
my
it.
girl Haley
Don't say it.
Steinfeld.
Okay, all right.
Who
Yeah,
do you
I'm
think
moving
I was
on.
going to say?
I just thought you were going somewhere else with that. All right.
No,
Anyway,
no, come on, tell me.
I'd rather not even bring it up. Okay. Aaron Click
Okay,
said,
fine.
"Good real hunting. Do you believe in ghosts, or do you think any incident one claims to have seen a ghost can be explained away?"
Absolutely, I believe in it.
Yeah, I do as well, man. I just feel like there's so many dimensions that we don't know about. The ghost dimension being one of them. Shout out Paranormal Activity, of course. That movie
Yeah.
sucks. Why did I do that? But yeah, I think so. Yeah, for sure. I think there's definitely some other things going on. Now, I don't know if anybody has any confirmed, sightings or if that's even possible or whatnot. And maybe the ones that we do think maybe those can be explained away, but maybe there's not maybe it's something that can't really be picked up, but maybe it is. I don't know. There's a lot of really compelling videos out there that look legit, that seem like they're actual ghost sightings, and you get all this weird phenomenon sometimes when people do these ghost hunting tours and shows and things like that. I don't know. I'm into it. I like it. I like to think so.
Yeah, I definitely think so because back at my duplex that I was living in at one point, that I moved in to where an elderly lady has unfortunately passed away. And I definitely felt her spirit in the house. And I didn't change a whole lot of things in the house just because usually when you change something, the ghosts don't usually like that. So I kept like maybe two things in the house that kind of like just resembled her or like her aura, her presence, and we had a really good relationship. Like I could just tell there was like a calm, smooth presence in that house. Like I knew somebody was just like watching over me, especially when I almost burned my house down with the
I was
play
gonna,
incident.
I was gonna say she helped you put out a fire once, didn't she, Birdie?
Yeah, she absolutely did. Because I guess she just like guided me like with that cast iron skillet if I was on fire into the sink and all that.
I guess it's a good news that she was there, and I guess it's also good news that she didn't treat you like Bill Wilkins did, the people
Oh
that
my
moved into his
gosh,
house.
my house. Who'd you gonna call?
Bill Wilkins. No, you okay.
Dude, that actually kind of fit. Who'd you gonna call? Bill Wickens. No, but man, that's great. So let's see here. We did that question. Did we do I think we haven't done a question from Chester yet. So let's get Chester's question here. I ought to handcuff you to the wheel. I have a feeling I'm going to need you in there. Can I trust you? Who said this? Also to whom?
I absolutely know this quote, but what? Oh, where did it
You want
come
to know
from?
what my first gut feeling is?
I've heard this. It's something I've seen 100 times. Oh, it's oh god dang.
I was thinking Mission Impossible from last year.
No, it ain't that. It's a horror movie, isn't it? Isn't it? God. Is it oh, yeah, Halloween 2, right? Dr. Loomis says it to the
Oh
to
yeah,
the marshal or whatever before he throws him in
yeah,
before
to
they
the
go into
U.S.
the
Federal
hospital.
Marshal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. I feel pretty confident on that answer. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Cody Snyder said it. Loomis in Halloween 2.
There you go. Thank you. Much appreciated for
And
that.
Chester confirms. Yeah, so hell yeah, Brad, my fucking boy, dude. I can always count on you for trivia.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, especially Halloween 2. It took a minute to get there. Sometimes when you're put on the spot, it's hard to come up with the right answer. As you guys
Right.
know who played the trivia a while ago, it's it's tough. I got one here. Lamontre throwing a question up.
Go for
He
it.
said, Brad and Brett, man, what did y'all think of the Deadpool trailer? I'm super excited for it.
Okay. Well, I'm freaking super excited for it, mainly at the fact that the direction they're going to go with this movie is an absolutely splendid idea and the best idea, not only to include a certain Marvel series that's very popular with the casual audience, to include that. And we're going to go back and freaking look at all the ever greatness that was involved in the MCU. But we're going to add a freaking Deadpool twist to it. Like, I think it's going to be splendid. I think it's going to be awesome. And also, it did freaking break records within a 24-hour period as being the most viewed trailer of all time.
Yeah, dude, I didn't see the trailer. I was down to see it. I was told it was going to be halftime of the Super Bowl. I was there. I didn't see it pop up. Did it come on? Did it come on at the Super Bowl?
First quarter.
Okay, so maybe I missed it when I was doing all this other shit. But no, I still haven't seen it. I never went back and watched it. I probably will at some point. I'm not opposed to watching it, but I am excited for the movie. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I love the first two Deadpool movies, and I'm excited to see Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds work together. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah, dude. So, but I definitely suggest you freaking watching it at some point.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to happen.
Let's see here. Okay, so I was reading a particular comment, but I think we are good. Raymond, I got your second question, but I want to make sure we get everybody else a chance to get their questions in. So let's go with Janine's freaking question. So, are you guys a fan of hockey and baseball? Hockey, I am a Ranger fan. Baseball, a Mets fan. Ooh, I know a fellow Mets fan within our little horror community. But to answer that question, just simply no and no. Like, I'll watch the World Series when it's time for baseball, but hockey, I really don't pay much attention to. But if I'm going to choose a fandom, it's going to be the Nashville Predators, and I definitely want to go to a hockey game because I heard those hockey games are absolute blast.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan either. I live probably about 15 minutes from the Braves stadium, so I do like to go to those games. I have a fun time there, drink a little beer, eat a big hot dog.
Dude, I love hot dogs.
I love hot dogs. Oh, Mr. Pennywise, feed me now. Okay. But yeah, I love the experience, the game day experience. I'll go to any game anytime as a Braves game, but I usually don't watch them until World Series is around, just because there's so many games to keep up with. I mean, they play like every day of the night, or every night of the week, it seems like. So usually no, but it is fun. I enjoy going to the games. Hockey, no. I've kind of always wanted to kind of watch hockey and give it a chance because I've honestly never in my life watched a hockey game or match or whatever they're called. So yeah, I mean, I would like to do it. I think there's a team coming to Atlanta pretty soon.
Is
So
there? Ooh.
yeah, they're building a stadium. So when that
Oh,
happens,
you mean an arena?
an arena, yeah, whatever the fuck.
Okay, because I was about to say,
Whatever
damn,
the
that's
fuck.
a big ass fucking hockey stadium.
Yeah, an arena. Yeah, let's call it arena then. They're building one and they're putting a team there. There's no, I don't think they have a team in place yet, but that's the goal. They're putting one there. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to try it out. I think soccer too is becoming big. I tell you what, in the Falcons stadium, they'll have a bigger crowd for the Atlanta United than they do for the Falcons.
Yeah.
So I haven't been down to one of those yet, but I would like to give that a shot as well. I think, just a little variety. Go ahead, Birdie.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Since you're getting a hockey team down in Hotlanta, if you had to name that team, what would you name them?
The Rangers. I don't know why. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious. Do you know why I would name them?
What?
28-3.
No, get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry I had to do that for you. But Gory brings up a great point, though, that soccer is considerably the biggest sport in the world.
Yeah, definitely. And,
To me, it's football.
Yeah, they got the World Cup. They don't have a World Cup for any other sport. So, yeah, absolutely. The Atlanta Brits. Yeah, that's a good one.
The Atlanta Berts.
Yeah, the Bert to Atlanta. Bertlanta, that's what they'll call it.
Chad, fuck your question. Like, I'm sorry, I saw his question. Fuck your question. The freaking Georgia Peaches?
Not a bad idea.
You could eat that team for hours.
There's enough Peachtree streets down here to keep you busy for freaking your lifetime trying to figure all those out. So yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Give that peach a good old wow. I'm not sure if that's what it sounds like, but that's just what sounded right to me. So Georgia Peaches so far is the best answer.
Yeah, I like that.
And Rosie says, "Goal."
I'd also like to try to play those FIFA/hockey games too, because I've heard they're fun.
Dude, remember when we used to play those with Sang all the time?
I tried. Yeah, I remember I tried a couple times, but I never really got into it that much.
We just didn't know the fucking rules.
That's the problem with soccer. I don't know the fucking rules, dude. I'd be off sides. It seems like just because you're faster than the other guy, you're off sides.
You're not allowed to.
Yeah, you can't be fast in soccer, so I don't know what the point is. But again, I don't know the rules for either that or hockey. I don't even know the rules for basketball, honestly, Birdie. I'll sit there and watch it. They'll call penalties, and I'll be like, I don't know what.
Well, I'll teach you basketball all day, every day, because my dad was a basketball referee.
Oh yeah,
for the big time. Which guys, I'm not sure if you knew that he's retired, so it's not a big deal now to say that. But he used to be a Division I basketball referee.
Yeah, did some big games, dude. Did some big games.
Did a natty down in New Orleans. Fortunately, I didn't get to go, which still don't know why these days, but that's okay. I'm not going to get into that story. That kind of story kind of hurts my chest. And honestly, what hurt my love for basketball nowadays. But it's still an amazing accomplishment. Like my local town here where I'm living at, that was such a huge day for my county, because I got pretty much almost a message for everybody in that entire county saying my dad's awesome and that he did an amazing job, which his crew in that national championship still has the record for the best called officiated game with only 3 mistakes. My dad, no mistakes.
Tremendous, dude. Bravo, man. Bravo. That's hard to come by. It really is, man.
Sorry.
Oh god.
Oh man, I'm reading this one. Here, I'm going to save that one. We did a question, but let's get the rest of these questions in before we start taking repeated questions. But Janine, thank you so much for a great question. Blu-ray, you are up next. Have you guys seen the X-Men 97 trailer? It's a sequel to the old school cartoon. I've heard of it, but for some reason, I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I'm seeing a lot of my other friends get excited for this. And you know what? I'm super happy for them. But I got rid of my Disney Plus because those bastards keep on increasing their prices, and I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you. I didn't see the trailer, didn't know. I mean, I just, y'all know I don't really get too much into the animated flicks. It's not really my genre. But yeah, it's I'm sure it's gonna be badass. I know a guy who loves X-Men comics. He gets he's a big Wolverine fan. So I'm sure he's probably excited about it.
And Cody Snyder, you asked a great question. What is Chad's deal with Aaron? Because people love to hate on success. That's why.
She kicked his ass that night. He was one of the guys that tried to break into the house. We just didn't see it on film. He got his ass whipped.
Yeah, Chad was the one that got beaten the hell out of that meat cleaver.
Oh, yeah, with the meat
or the meat pounder. The meat pounder. Freaking pounding that meat.
The meat pounder, dude. That's a name for a team right there. The meat pounders.
Oh, my gosh. I can't even imagine all the pornography sponsorships that will come with that. But yeah, so I don't know. You go ask Chad in the chat there. But Thomas, let's get your question next. Talk about the Spiders movie I mentioned with Sting. Is it going to be CGI or practical? I assume at the beginning it will be practical because it's not hard to just train your actual regular old spider. But once that spider gets to be a big ass son of a bitch, it's definitely going to be CGI. Which I saw the trailer. I honestly didn't think that CGI spider looked bad at all.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer, but yeah. I would say I would venture to agree with what Bert said. Probably a blend of both.
Dude, but here's the crazy part, Brad. Sting comes out in April, and my birthday month is jam-packed with horror movies for the month of April. Because it's Sting, it's Abigail. I know there's one that's coming out in April that I'm missing, but it's also a big deal too. So, like, April is becoming a huge month for horror movies.
Yeah.
You get Imaginary on your actual birthday this year.
Yeah, I might see it. I mean, we'll see.
Dude, I would probably skip it knowing you. So
I don't think I've been to the movies since I saw Godzilla in December, honestly, which is kind of crazy. But there really hasn't been anything that's come out that I've been interested in. slight interest in infinity pool or whatever it was called, pool at night, nighttime swim, whatever. Skinny dipping in the dark, Crystal Lake with no clothes, whatever it's called. I thought about going out there, but then it immediately got really bad buzz because I wasn't interested enough to see it after I started seeing the reviews pour out. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, it's no good.
Hashtag pull at night. Fucking G.
It's a good name. It's a good name for a movie, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your new Atlanta hockey team, the Atlanta Pull at Nighters. Or we could just call them the Atlanta Brooks. So, Brooke, what's going on? How are you doing?
Hey, welcome.
Oh man. Oh, and Chad, you keep my girl's name out your fucking mouth.
Mouth. Bum, 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 mouth.
Yeah. So there we go. So and Veronica, this is going to be a quick question for your first one. So we're going to actually combine both of your questions into one because I feel that's going to be rapid. So Veronica, let's go. Has anyone heard any more from the Salem Slot remake? And Brian, I'm going to let you go first with both of these because the second one is included for you. Is your Shining poster signed?
I have not heard anything about the Sam's Lot remake since they made the initial announcement. Interested in it though. Hopefully, I will hear something soon. Shining poster is not signed. Negative. There is a Friday 13th Part 2 picture that's in the frame as well. That is signed. It'd be cool to get some signatures from the Shining universe, but those are gonna be hard to come by.
Oh yeah, gosh, especially with how old they are now. Like,
yeah, I mean, Jack Nicholson's not a dude that you're going to find at a convention, and Stephen King, same way. Stanley Kubrick's obviously, no longer with us. So that'd be hard, but it would be cool.
Oh yeah. And then, so Brad, I'll go ahead and get rid of that one because I cannot answer that one. But for the Sam Slot one, the last time I checked, it's supposed to get a digital release on Max. It's actually getting the treatment like how Evil Dead Rise was supposed to get. But I don't think many people are clamoring for Salem Slot like they were clamoring for Evil Dead Rise. So I feel like this one indeed is going to get the Max treatment. But that's the last I've heard of it, and that was like a couple of months ago.
When's damn Godzilla coming out on digital?
That's the important fucking question we need to answer because I want to rewatch that movie so freaking bad and buy it on Vudu so freaking bad.
Ditto. I can't wait, man. That's one I've been just clamoring for. I haven't heard any news about it coming out. I know they have the second release in black and white, so maybe that's kind of slowing things down. Also,
it doesn't matter if you're buckled by he-hoo. Damn it, sorry. I keep on breaking Zodiac's rule for tonight. No more BS, so I apologize. Fuck.
He had that shot, though, so it's probably all related.
Thank you, Mellow Mutant. Really dig the dynamic between you two, which, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. This is just how we've always been with each other ever since high school. We just always had that weird dynamic, but it's really college is where we finally just clicked with everything because she asked me to come over for WrestleMania 26.
Dude, epic. I was thinking about that the other day, man. What was it? We had the chips and salsa there, and they had I made it.
Good ass cake.
I made it. Yeah, that song playing. We had some cake flowing, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. That was epic. I remember that.
Dude, that was actually pretty underrated WrestleMania, if you ask me.
It was really good, man.
And then the next year we went to the one in Hotlanta, and it was hot garbage, except for like maybe 2 wrestling matches.
Literally the worst WrestleMania of all time, I think.
But don't worry, when it comes to Nashville, we're gonna freaking get our redemption. Yeah,
we got to. We'll have to get our redemption on that. We got to do it.
Absolutely. Ooh, Janine, you got an amazing question, but I want to get done with the first-timer questions before we take some very interesting repeated questions here. But I want to get to Rosie's one about which franchise should die. So this is let's make the ground rule when we say die, meaning there can never be a movie from that franchise ever again.
Somebody mentioned Children of the Corn. I agree, but I'll throw something else out. Paranormal Activity. I think it's done, man. It's lived beyond its shtick, if you will. Obviously, it was cool the one time. The first 3 movies were fine when they came out, but even now, going back and watching them, they don't really do anything for me anymore. They're kind of boring. I used to love it when it first came out. It was scary, but now that was before all these other found footage movies came out. That was before all this other stuff. I mean, for all intents and purposes, obviously there were some before that, but that's really when it exploded and took off. So yeah, I would say that, man. I tried to watch that last one they did, the Amish thing. It was
The
it
Amish.
it was, dude. It was
I
stupid
know,
though.
I
I
agree.
didn't. There was snow. I couldn't get into it. Yeah, I could live with not seeing another Paranormal Activity ever. I think.
And do you know what my answer is? Hello. I'm kidding. I'm not going to
Get the
freaking cause
fuck outta here.
controversy out here. They're going to make it no matter what because it makes too much money. But my answer, Brad, just because I feel like their last movie that came out last year, actually, I feel like ended the story greatly. And I don't think they should do anything to enhance that story. I'm going to say it's Insidious franchise.
Yeah, that could
Because
that
I
too.
felt like they ended the story to that perfectly, where I don't think you should do a movie or do like a kind of like a spin-off movie or do it at least like series. I don't think you should do any of that. I think you should. I like the ones that we got, with exception of the Lost Key, or the Last Key, or whatever kind of key it is. That one could just go burn in hell. But the rest of the franchise, I thought it was pretty solid, and I think it's just good, just the number way it is.
Honestly, Insidious is one they could have scrapped it after the first one, and then maybe you could say the second one. The third one actually I like more than the second one, but it's a different story. I mean, they could have done a different movie and made it pretty much the same movie, but not be under the Insidious franchise. Um, yeah, so I totally I don't like either of the last two, like really at all. I think the last one's better than Lost Key, the Lost City of Keys, whatever,
Some
but
kind of
it's
key.
not. Yeah, it's not a key that I'm going to be finding either way. So yeah, I'd agree with that. For sure. I don't need to see any more of those.
Finish the story, Cody. Finish the story.
Yeah, you got to do it. Yeah, you have
Freaking
to.
freaking
Cody, yeah.
From Marietta, Georgia, Cody Rhodes. You gotta finish the story.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. A friend of mine at work went to high school with that asshole. Said that
Hey.
I'm just kidding. I mean he did, but yeah, he was always talking about joining in on the WWE though, all the way throughout high school. He said that Stardust thing was something he came up with long ago. He was talking about that in high school.
Oh, dude. Ooh.
Yeah, good
Oh
thing it didn't
man.
last long though.
Yeah. Well, it got him fired. But so let's see here. But Rosie, great question there. We'll get Chad's question here. Because I'm not going to answer why Aaron sucks, because there's no reason. Because Aaron does not suck. But I will answer Chad's other question here. Top 3 franchise killers.
I mean, that's easy, man. I got you the big 3 for sure. It doesn't get any
See,
better
I
than
was trying to not go the big 3. I was trying to go outside the box, but it's kind of hard not to say the big 3.
yeah, when you're talking best franchise killers, have to go Freddy, Jason, Michael. You have to, I think. I mean,
I
there's a
can
couple there's
mention one like that's outside the realm of the big 3. But you haven't really seen the movies, which I cannot wait to actually tackle that series for a watch party series. It's a mini one, so we could literally choose a month and watch all 4 of that 1 month span. The Hatchet series with
yeah.
Victor Crowley. That is a great killer.
Yeah, I heard good things about old Vic. And not the Vic from Friday Part 5 either. That guy was not a very good killer, but yeah, I've heard good things about him in general. So yeah, fuck it, we'll do it one day.
Nice. Jamie, how are you doing? Hopefully everything's good in your world. Everything is good in ours. So just making sure we didn't miss any questions here. But Brad, now we're on pretty much of round 2. I'm not seeing anybody else. Well, sorry, I take that back. We got Chris Snyder, and then we'll take the multiple questions here. Favorite sports movie?
Rocky, for sure. Team sports. Remember the Titans, probably.
Damn, you took my favorite. You son of a bitch! You took my favorite. It's freaking Remember the Titans. How can it not be Remember the Titans?
Yeah, it's such a doozy, man. I actually haven't seen it in a long time, but it's one of those that just it's all time, man.
Wait,
What you doing over here?
wait! We can play dodgeball.
That's a good one. Yes.
God,
We
talk
can play
about
dodgeball.
freaking watch party. Like for the next random watch party we do, it has to be freaking dodgeball.
Yeah, we're due for that, man. We've been talking about
I'm
it for
just
a
waiting
long
on the
time.
announcement for whatever comes to the second one before we actually watch it. But dude, that's
Yeah.
just be great. Hey, what? We can play dodgeball. No, I don't think anybody wants to play dodgeball. Right? No! I can't believe about the freaking dodgeball tournament. Well, what's the prize money? $50,000. Such a quotable movie.
I used to know that whole movie from start to finish, probably, but I don't have it in me anymore. But either way, yeah. Elf for love. We have a pirate on our team.
Your son turned 30 in April. I turned 34 in April, so I got a couple of years on him. But that's so awesome, though. And 30 is a big birthday too, so you're going to have to treat him very special for that birthday.
Yeah, the big 3-0, man. That's
It's
a
an
big
important
one.
birthday.
Yeah, it is, man. That's one of those decade ones. So yeah, go big, go home, or go home.
But okay, so Snyder, we answered that question. Thank you for that question. And Brad, we're at the repeated round now, so I'll let you pick the first repeated question from somebody.
Let's see. I gotta scroll back and find good questions. So give me just
or
a
you
second.
could go to the start.
Oh, here we go. Blu-ray Addict says, "What's the best Leonardo DiCaprio
How did I
performance?"
not know you were going to pick that?
Had to do it. I've been talking about this at work all day, man. Dude got robbed in Wolf of Wall Street, man. It's got to be Wolf of Wall Street all day. And now, granted, Matthew McConaughey ended up winning the Oscar that year, and it was for Dallas Buyers Club. And in that case, he had a very good performance too. Not that he didn't deserve it; he did. It was outstanding. But dude, I thought he brought so much energy to that role. Jordan Belfort, whatever his name was, real asshole dude from back in the day that extorted a bunch of money and all. But either way, brought a lot of energy to the role. He made that 3-hour movie go by in a snap. So yeah, definitely, I'm going to go with that.
Ooh, dude, that's a freaking great pick. Are you ready for? It's actually a tie between two. One where he's mainly the main character, and the other one he's a supporting character. The supporting character one is the Django.
Yeah, yeah, he was fantastic in Django.
Jacob, you did Django.
The D is silent.
The D is silent. God, wouldn't that be a great watch party too? But the best one where he's the main lead, it's actually one of his recent ones, not too long ago, of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Definitely, absolutely. He's making those damn margaritas after he's crushes a few whiskey sours. He's out there fucking with his blender of frozen margaritas, just kicking hippies out of his street, man. He was legendary in that movie, man. He really was.
Hey, you want some sauerkraut? Ah! Oh man. Holly, how are you doing, Holly? Hopefully all is great in your world. Titanic, or What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Not sure what any of that means, but I'm always glad to see Holly though.
She's talking about Leonardo performances.
Yeah. Leo.
Yeah, Titanic, man. I listen. I love Titanic. It's one of my favorite movies as well. I still think it's great. It doesn't get old. Some great effect work from James Cameron back in the 90s to make that. It's still, for the most part, there's some CGI scenes that's wonky, but for the most part, it holds up, man. They did a lot of practical stuff there. Fantastic score. It's, awesome.
Yeah, especially my favorite sound effect. Ah! Ding! But Ben, I saw you earlier. I've been meaning to get to you, my friend. So Ben, how are you doing, my friend? He is a fan of Warrior, the MMA one. Dude, absolutely agree with you. Freaking Tom Hardy's best performance of all time. That movie is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a wonderful flick, man. I need to revisit it though, because I haven't seen it since it's probably been like 10 years. When did it come out? It wasn't long after it came out. I know that much. It's been a while.
Insidious 9, Keyless Entry.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you lost the key.
Insidious 10, The Keymaker. I am the Keymaker.
Yeah. bringing the keys back. It goes full circle. You know, you lose the key in 4, you just get keyless entry in 9, and now you got to freaking make keys again in 10. So what is this fucking?
And let's see here. I'm trying to think here. Oh, Insidious 11, Brad. The keys.
Oh, the keys.
Oh man, but actually, I'm not going to count this because it's just a quick answer. When's the next episode, the wrestling horror? Cody, unfortunately, it has been shelved. And it's not because I wasn't having a good time or anything. It's just the fact that me and Brad have me and Brad and Chris. My apologies, Chris, if you're watching, my boy. He had to go back to recovery for the fact that the 49ers lost the Super Bowl. So I'm respecting his space right now because hard times for Niners fans right now. But to answer this question, me, Brad, and Chris have an amazing idea for a podcast. So Mello said earlier he loved the dynamic between me and Brad. You're going to love this one much, much more for the podcast we have in mind because you're really going to see the real us. Like we've been real on here, but talk about taking it to a whole nother level of us. It's the podcast idea that we have coming in the future.
Yeah, it's probably just a few months away now, Birdie. It's getting really exciting. I can't wait.
Dude, I know. I want to get into it, man. Along with another podcast idea, which I'm going to talk to you off screen about because I'm about ready to hit that freaking go button. But Cody, to answer that question, it's just with so many of the podcasts is in the way, and plus it's hard to do solo dolo. I put wrestling horror on the shelf. Maybe I'll bring it back in the future, but as of right now, it's just going to be on the shelf.
I mean, yeah, the shelves. It's as long as it's not too high up there, it's always accessible. You know, it's always there, ready to come down if it needs to come down. It's there. Maybe get a little dusty, but it's fine. You know, you can dust it off. You can get it up. You can get a ladder if you need to. You can get it down. There it goes. There's the dust. The dust is gone. It just blew right away. It blew right the fuck away. Yeah.
But here's my real question, folks. This is from Janine because I love this question. How do you come up with all the skits you guys do? They are so awesome. First off, Janine, thank you so much. One of our favorite things to do on the channel is making the skits. It's just we're just pretty much at a pick and choose situation when it's time to make skits. At this point, until we hopefully move a little closer, we're hoping on that situation. But Brad, where do we come up with these crazy ideas?
A lot of times it's just so it's kind of hard to say because the last bunch we've done is basically through we did the Halloween ones, the Scream ones, and then the Real Horror Awards skits the last 2 years. We haven't done like a totally original one in a minute just because we've been busy with those. That's always kind of been the priorities because we did the Halloween. So those are kind of, I wouldn't say they're easy, but for me personally, what I usually do is I'll get a list together of, say we're doing the Halloween franchise, for instance. I'll put them all out there on paper and I'll try to think of something that just gives me the essence of each movie. And that's kind of what I base it on. And we'll just do like a scene from the movie or something kind of like a joke from the movie or something like that. That's just kind of, it hammers the essence of the movie. And we can just kind of put it into a short 3 to 6, 7-minute video that would be somewhat entertaining. So for instance, Halloween 1 skit, one of my favorite parts of that is the end of the movie when Michael's chasing Lori across the street, goes into the house. That's where we started our skit at. And we always put our good real twist on it. So like in that
with the freaking watermelon in the front yard.
there's always props laying around. We always put our little twist on it. So we'll do the scene and then we'll have like, instead of Brett going in the closet and getting away from Michael, and Michael busting in, he just ties this fucking string around the thing and locks Brett in the closet. It's just, little shit like that. Halloween 2, obviously we had the hot tub scene from Halloween 2. We took that, we brought that to life, as well as a couple other things that weren't really in Halloween 2, but we put our twist on it for sure. Same thing with Scream. The opening of Scream 2, like the movie theater, we try to do that. That's something that's big and stands out. It's always something,
And I usually have random dreams about funny shit, and I just wake up, I instantly write it down in notes, and then I bring it to Brad's attention the very next day. So never one of my crazy dreams, but here's an idea I have.
Yeah, that'll happen too. Yeah, I mean, just sometimes they're random like that, and sometimes we take a random idea and we mix it with something that we want to do, and it just works out nicely. So, yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
it takes a little planning preparation, but yeah, it's in general we just try to make something identifiable that you would recognize from a movie that we're doing a skit for, but also with a good twist on it to make it, somewhat comedic, the best we can anyway.
A
Something
freaking
that people are
twisty
going to enjoy.
twist.
Yeah, a little twist, man.
So, and friggin' Garrett from Born to Be Rad, dude, what's going on, my friend? Hopefully, all is going well in your world, my friend.
Hey, yeah, welcome. Good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here, Brad. That was and Janine, great question. So, actually, Ben hasn't asked a question yet, so let's get his question. And then, Brad, I'll let you pick the next repeated question. What's a weird YouTube community that you're into? Like, I'm into people living in their vans video.
Yeah, my wife and I used to watch this couple that lives in a tent for a while. Then they got a camper. They started doing that because they like camp. They used to camp all the time and do all the camping videos, and then they ended up quitting their jobs because they were making enough money on YouTube, and they started doing that full time. We haven't really watched them in a
Lucky.
while. I guess now I've been in the chess community, getting trying to be
God,
a grandmeister, over here. So been trying to
bullying
improve.
people.
Yeah, that wasn't really a close matchup we had, Birdie, but it was
Dude, I told you I'm a checkers guy. Like, what did you not understand? Like, why did
at
you think I'm
one
not accepting your invite yet? It's for a
at
rematch.
one point, like a year or two ago, though, you said, "Oh, I'd beat you at chess easy." I got the
I was
witness,
fucking joking. I don't know anything.
and that is apparent. um, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I guess you could. What about you, Birdie? What do you do? What's your YouTube
Simple,
look
the
like?
real horror or the real hunter community, man. What a bunch of fucking weirdos. Nah, I'm
Very
kidding. You're
strange.
not weirdos. You are the coolest people around. But my weird community I follow, I used to follow, but there's not one I followed recently. But the one I did at one point, is called Babish. Where he cooks all these foods, like it's a food like channel. He cooks these very gourmet meals, and every once in a while he'll take a food from a movie or a cartoon series and he'll bring that food to life. Meaning, so like a Krabby Patty, he cooked the Krabby Patty. The Nacho from Kim Impossible, which is taco and nachos fuse the Nacho. He freaking made the Nacho before. And he does stuff like that. I haven't seen this channel in a while, but that is a community I used to really get invested in.
I like it. I like it a lot. I just saw a bona fide idea, and
Are
it
you talking about
disappeared.
Gavin?
It
Oh,
might
oh,
be.
you're talking about an idea. But Gavin, what's up, buddy? How are you doing?
Where did it go? Oh, Zodiac Z, a dodgeball skit. You know what
I don't like that
happens?
skit very much.
You know what happens when you give us a great idea like that? You want to know what
Do I have?
happens,
Do I
Birdie?
have to? Because I'm already afraid of what ideas you're gonna have for that skit.
What happens, Birdie? Tell the people what happened.
Fine.
I'm gonna put it right here.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
That's not the one. That
I'm
ain't-
joking. Here's what happens when you bring up great ideas to Goodwill Hunting.
You just made the list!
I love it, dude. I think that could be epic.
That's
I think
such
we
a
can
great
get,
idea, but poor me. I'm
if we
gonna
could
need
get
an ice
patches of
bath for a week.
if we get Patches O'Houlihan out there, man, it's gonna be fucking great.
I'm
Man.
afraid I'm gonna get just I'm gonna be freaking Winston. You pick the big and stronger kids, so you're gonna pick all the weaker ones, like Winston here. That oh boy,
I love it, dude. I love it.
That'd be so fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Oh man, we got to figure out how we can
Oh
put
my
that
God.
together, man. We got to figure out how to put that together.
Sorry,
Winston.
I can't get that thing out of there. Like Winston here. Oh my god, it's so great. But Zodiac, great idea, my friend.
Yeah, there might be a couple of those coming out to you whenever we get a
As
chance.
freaking Cindy Campbell says in the Scary Movie franchise, it's okay. I took a pretty balls to the face before. So very good one. Brad, since we got that one, if you want to pick another repeated question.
Let me see. I kind of lost track of everything here. Let's see. I don't even know where I'm at. I don't know how far back I am.
Well, again, always check the star ones. I'm always just
Okay,
doing.
yeah, stars. Okay, yeah. Let me see what I can find. As far as stars go,
Well, actually, while you're looking, Brad, Zodiac Z did bring up he's never seen $100,000 except for the movies. Are you talking about this?
I don't know if you've ever seen $100,000, except maybe in the movies. But I assure you, something gets lost in the translation.
I need to get that super chat like better, so I need to work on that.
let's see. There was one I saw from oh god, I just passed over it. Damn it. What the hell? What the hell?
What the
Okay.
fucking hell?
I saw at one point Chester had asked what our favorite Tommy Lee Jones movie was. Saw a few people say Fugitive. I would have to agree with that. I thought that was one of his best performances that I've seen. No, well,
Mhm.
also No Country for Old Men as well. Also fantastic.
Ooh.
Another really, really, really good movie that he was in. He wasn't he was probably still a bit more there it is. A little bit more badass in The Fugitive, but yeah, I liked him in that one too.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be lame as hell. I'm just going to say Men in Black.
What you gonna do?
Yeah,
That's
here
not the right
come the
song.
Men in
Men in
Black,
Black.
the MIBs.
They'll give you
That one,
something to remember.
and Chris will kill me if I don't mention this one, but it's a little movie called The Hunted. Another fabulous Tommy Lee Jones movie.
Lots of good ones, man. He was one of the best. I mean,
Even though he's an asshole in real life, but
he deserves to be. And then
Tommy
we
Lee
got
Jones, if you watch this, I didn't mean it. So
follow that up. Blu-ray Addict asking favorite Ethan Hawke movie.
Hawk.
I would venture to say Sinister. No, Training Day. Training Day. Got to go Training Day. Then Sinister.
Okay. I would probably say I'll go ahead and say Sinister. I'll go ahead and go that realm, guys. I haven't seen a whole lot of Ethan Hawke movies, but if we're talking about a series, I would definitely say Moon Knight from Marvel.
Yeah, Moon Knight
Because
could
he
be a
did
good
a
option.
very solid job for what they asked him to do.
Yeah, I'm sure that's badass as hell, man. Training Day is a bona fide 5 out of 5 for me. Outstanding movie. Denzel is absolutely outstanding in that too. Let's see.
Before the Devil Knows You, you're dead.
Dude, that one was with Philip Seymour Hoffman, right? That was one I totally forgot. I totally forgot about that movie. That was one that came. That's a random one I caught on Netflix back when back when the Netflix streaming thing started. Like they're still doing the DVDs, and I was like, "Oh, what's this? I like these guys." That movie was great. Yeah, good pick.
Yeah, and Chris says it's going to go with Daybreakers.
Another good one. Isn't Willem Dafoe in there too? No, maybe not.
William Dafoe. Might be. And Denise, how are you doing, Denise? Hello to all my favorite people. Happy Thursday. Trust me, I need for it to be Happy Friday. I'll tell you that for sure. Because after, again, another hellacious week.
It's Friday.
Which that's pretty much, I feel like I've always been dealing with as of late. Just hellacious week after a week. So,
yeah, dude. Birdie, why don't you pick a question here, man?
Well, before I pick a question, I got to get to 4 months of being a real hunter on this channel for Atanis here. Saying, did you see my other question? Yes, Atanis. Actually, wait a minute. Atanis, repeat that question into the chat and we will get that. We'll make that your 4 month kind of like happy chat. And I'll go ahead and pick out a video while you retype your question here. Because I think I have a good one for you.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
You know what? It's so damn good. It's our newest one. I gotta bring back the Nature Boy.
Hell, you see this? Oh my word! I think the guy snapped. $100 bill. It's yours. Hey.
I love that, dude. We need more Nature Boy around here, man.
Especially with his wooings.
Yeah, he's a damn what is he? A plane flying, jet flying, limo riding son of a bitch.
Jet flying, woo! Wait, he's a jet flying, limousine riding, kiss stealing, son of a gun. God, remember when the Colts football team used to freaking do that before every game? They'd go for that whole chant.
I did not, dude. I missed that. Man, I missed those days.
Oh man. But
Let's
here's the
see.
question, for Atanis. Most anticipated superhero movie of 2024. It's Deadpool 3 for him. And I'll probably say at this point it is going to be Deadpool 3 for me as well, because I feel like that's only like the more significant one that I've been hearing that comes out this year.
Are there any others that come out this year, Birdie?
Ah, man, dude, they're doing so much like moving around with those hero movies right now. But I'll tell you this, I would have a better answer for you in 2025 because there's so much coming out in 2025.
Yeah, Batman 2, I think, is going to be one of them. I would
Freaking
say,
Batman 2, they just released a Fantastic Four cast with the four main people. Excellent
yeah.
choices. And Spider-Man Beyond the Multiverse.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah. I would say Deadpool as well then, because I don't know of any other ones coming out. And even if
And
I
it's
did,
probably the fireball kicking in right now, but my brain is a little foggy at the moment.
yeah, I don't know of any, honestly. The Marvel stuff, I know Deadpool's technically. I all the other stuff they're doing, I don't care for, man.
Yeah. Raymond, Fantastic Four is coming out next year. That is going to be a July release. It's also going to be in the same release week in that July as the Superman movie that kicks off the whole Snyder or the whole James Gunn DCU that starts next year.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see what James Gunn does with that stuff.
Oh, same here, dude. Let's see here. We did Hawk. We did we did Atanis's. We did that one. So I'm just going over these things real quick. Gavin, you haven't asked the question yet. Let's get to you. And we'll start wrapping things up with doing wraparounds for the remainder of your questions. So we are gonna at least stop with the question taking at the moment, unless if we keep on getting some more.
Yeah,
Van, we'll just keep going, like because
Yeah.
we're just chilling right now. But we always try to go at least maximum of 2 hours, with the exception of some watch parties. So, Adrian, you haven't asked a question. We'll add you in there. So, but Gavin, your question is, what's better, Hellraiser 3 or Child's Play 3? Watch your mouth. I love both of these movies. Well, first off, you motherfucker, you. I haven't even said anything negative about any of these movies yet. So how dare you put words in my mouth? Secondly, I haven't seen Hellraiser 3, but I've seen Child's Play 3, and I actually still believe, in my opinion, that's still a fun time movie. And definitely the intro of that movie is the best part of Child's Play 3. So I'm going to go with Child's Play 3.
I agree, and for the same
I'm going to
reason.
give me another drink real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Fireball it up. I don't. I haven't seen Hellraiser 3, and I don't really have any interest to. I'm sure I will see them all at some point. But I've only seen the first two movies and the remake. That's the only two movies I've seen in that whole franchise. And really, I'm not a huge fan of either one of the first one. I like how it's dark and gritty. I like that. It's nasty. It's gross. Got to take a shower after watch that one. Am I right? Fuck. The remake was good. I think it could have been better. It was fine. I gave it like a 3.5 out of 5.
Mudblood.
Yeah, it needed more grittiness to it, for sure. But yeah, in short, I haven't seen Hellraiser, so Child's Play 3, and I like Child's Play 3 quite a bit, so I'm gonna go with that.
Nice. And Eric Click, that's actually kind of funny you asked that, because that's going to be one of my ideas about a feature podcast coming up.
Woo woo. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I'm going to just let you wait on that one. So, and Holly says, give Hellraiser 3 a watch, just for the club scene alone. I do love the club scene. You know why? Because we in the club. It's going down. Meet me at the mall. It's going down.
Yeah.
Wherever we're going to be going down.
What? Okay. Chris also said it's the most fun in the franchise. Hellraiser 3 is the 90s, pure 90s slasher flick. That sounds good. I need a fun time in a Hellraiser movie because I haven't been really.
Wants me to do a freaking Hellraiser skit where I just rise from the ground butt ass naked and go, "We have such sights to show you."
See, all the ones with shirtless Birdie is purely his idea. He likes to do it.
No, it's not bullshit.
He likes to do it.
That's such bullshit. I was like, all right, screen bathroom scene. This is going to be awesome. What do you want me to do in this, Brad? I'll just want you to take off your shirt. What the fuck? Like, why?
That was his idea. He was taking a shower, dude. What can you say?
Oh my gosh! Like, hey, Melissa Barrera was coming to my apartment. You want to take your shirt off too? But hashtag burp bod. But all right, Brad, did you pick a question in out of these star ones?
Negative. I have not.
Okay, well, before I go, you go with another one. Let's get your Adrian. Favorite horror TV show?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna cheat.
Yeah,
It's
go
not a
for it.
TV show; it's a series. So I'm gonna cheat and say, and I quote, Midnight Mass.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, man. Of course, for one series show, Hill House, Haunting of Hill House as well. But let's think of something with multiple seasons.
Bly Manor. The
Yep.
Fall of the House of Usher.
Oh, outstanding.
The Last of
Stranger
Us.
Yeah.
Well, technically, you could say Last of Us because it's going to get a second season. So
Yeah, there's a second season coming. I mean, obviously it's up there. I would probably say that. But also big shout out to Bates Motel. Although I never finished the last season. For some reason, I need to go back and probably just rewatch that whole thing. But I was really into every bit of it. It's one of those things where I was watching it and I just kind of took a break and I never went back to it.
damn it, I wish StreamYard did the whole light bulb thing. But I just thought of an amazing fucking
Does
idea.
it do that?
Because remember, I'm done with 22 seasons of Hell's Kitchen, so I need a new series.
Yeah.
Let's just do this. Yeah, there we go. Do that. But I don't know why you don't have it. Like, I actually went on the Let's Talk Movies' channel on Tuesday, which, guys, you should check out that replay of the Shining. We had an amazing conversation on that. Or I did. And then... but anyways, great idea, for Brad. I watched 22 seasons of Hell's Kitchen, so I'm officially done with that. And I kind of need a new series to watch. And Chris is going to be so mad at me for not starting True Detective. But this is a good cause. I'm going to do an American Horror Story.
Yeah, it's a good. I'm
going to rewatch the first 4 seasons. I've stopped at 5, and I got to get through the rest of them.
Hey, True Detective, you'll be done with faster, though. If you just watch Night Country, it's only the one season that's going on right now.
You know, that's true. But, man, do I have to watch the ever True Detective seasons?
No, there's an anthology. Each season's different. And although the first season is by far probably the best series of anything I've ever seen, best season of anything I've ever seen, this new one is fantastic, and it's got Jodie Foster in there. It's in it's set in the 30 Days of Night in Alaska, so it's nighttime all the time, snowing. It's got serious Thing vibes to it, right? It's got that kind of eerie, like fucking snow area with weird shit going on vibes to it. It's also got it's got Jodie Foster. It's also got the cast. I don't think there's anybody else that you would know, but it's great. It's absolutely outstanding.
Oh, another good one. Blu-ray Addict says Ash vs. Evil Dead. I love that series.
Yeah, that's a blast, man. That's a fun time.
And Chris Snyder and Destiny would be mad at me for not saying this one, but I always got to give props to Holliston. It deserved more than 2 seasons, but I absolutely love that show more than anything.
I need to watch Hannibal soon. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, that's another good one. I want to get started on soon too. So good picks, guys. But Holly, you dirty-minded girl, should do a Nightmare on Elm Street 2 skit. And I know exactly what she wants me to do. Whoosh, whoosh, ah! Or is it the dancing? Or the freaking dude, the birds. Oh my god, Brad, we need to write that idea down. Holly, do you know what happens when you give an amazing skit idea?
You just made the list.
We'll be doing Nightmare on Elm Street skits for every movie once we get to that franchise.
So, yeah, or when we get to that watch party, which you might never know. Could happen this year. It all depends what we got going on. So.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, all right, Brad. Let's get to a couple more. Let's finish out these questions we got here. We got about 7 questions left. So you just pick one and go with it.
Let's see.
We'll kind of make these rapid, like Aaron said, rapid fire.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We'll do a few rapid fire questions here. No problemo. Let's see what I can find. Let's see if I find any starred questions. Veronica says, "Is It Falls going to have a sequel?" Yes, they just confirmed it. It's going to be coming out in 2025, I believe. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yep. We'll have to wait another year for it, but really excited about it.
Yeah, because Brad's most surprising horror film of this year is going to get its trailer, a big trailer on March the 1st for the Strangers trilogy.
Dude, it's got to be better.
Dude, that movie's going to suck so bad. I'm just letting you know, guys. I would say that's be the most surprising horror movie with how much that movie's going to suck.
It's got to be better than Pray at Night. It's got to be.
Fucking asshole. But anyway, so but no, Veronica, they follows. Mika Monroe comes back, the director comes back, and we're gonna kick more ass and spread more STDs around in the horror universe.
Yeah, it's gonna get wild.
And Ben is gonna get friend zoned even more. I just have a good feeling about that. From one friend zone person to another. But let's see here. Ben Grimm says, would love a Toxic Avenger skit when the remake comes out. Have any toxic waste lying around? Unfortunately, we do not, because I feel like we'd be irresponsible with that kind of item in our possession. But for a Toxic Avenger skit, I need to watch the original before I can kick in some ideas on how to make a good skit out of it.
In short, yes, we used to have toxic waste laying around. We used it on a RoboCop.
Say that.
We used it on a RoboCop skit we were going to do, and there's a reason why Chris isn't here tonight. So y'all can put that together.
I thought it's because of 49ers loss. That's what you told me.
Yeah, but then I accidentally melted his ass, and we can't put that on.
Mother dick.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go with these rapid fires here. So again, with that one, so what do I want to do next? Let's do Chad next. Just revisit this franchise. Favorite Indiana Jones film, dude. That's so freaking easy with me. It's the Temple of Doom.
I'd say Last Crusade.
Ooh, good pick.
Yeah, I love the duo with Sean Connery in there too. It just makes it.
I just like the little kid, Mr. Jones, cover your hearts.
I like that too.
Oh my gosh. Man, all right. I'm just gonna go random. Stop. Favorite entrance theme of a wrestler.
Boom, 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 boom. I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. That one, Shawn Michaels, HBK.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kurt Angle. I think I'm cute. I got gold medals because I'm a sexy Kurt. Sexy Kurt. I'm going to make your ankle hurt. Ankle hurts. Oh, man. But my favorite one, I'll be honest with you, I've just been freaking fanboying the hell out of this recently. It's obviously Roman Reigns' tribal chief entrance, even though it takes like freaking 3.5 minutes to get into the wrestling ring and get through that entrance. It's just when you know you have a freaking star and you just are just shining with stardom, it's that freaking entrance. It's always epic to me, and plus I love that theme song too.
You can never go wrong with Undertaker either, though.
Oh, dude, especially WrestleMania where we saw that.
Yeah, that shit was always cool as hell.
Oh man, but man, Chester, good question. Let me get another one here. Wait, there we go. Aaron says, Goodwill Hunting, if a retro video store popped up near each of you with actual VHS rentals, would you partake? Assuming if you have or can get a hold of a VCR. Eric Click, I actually have 2 VCRs, one broken. The other one's not broken. And I don't have a rental VHS store, but I do have a VHS store in town that sells horror movie VHSs. And I would easily partake.
Me, no, not really. I really don't have a lot of it. You know, they're nostalgic. I love the cases and stuff. It's cool to look at. But I don't have any interest in actually playing VHS tapes anymore. It's a pain. You got to rewind. They always fuck up. They get eaten by VCRs. You got to rewind it, and then you watch it, and you got to rewind it again, and then you have to sometimes you have to fix the tape, and then you got to rewind it again, and good. And plus the quality. I like good quality. I like it. I like the HD quality. I like that. I'm spoiled these days. I have no desire to go back to that. So no, I probably really wouldn't. I might go look around a little bit just to kind of. I mean, I like the idea for it. I would obviously like the business to succeed and whatnot.
Mhm.
But I don't collect VHSs. I don't really, and I really don't have any interest in watching them, unfortunately. But it's cool. I mean, it's again cool to look
I
at.
am looking for one particular VHS set at that VHS store that I have, especially for you, Brad, because I know you would appreciate it. And they did had it, but I didn't freaking take a chance on it. And the next month I went in there, someone bought it, so
Yeah,
I still regret it.
I still have some I still have like the classic Star Wars set, and then like the Rocky one
Hey,
too.
my VHS. Oh, you have Rocky?
Yeah, I got that one, the
Fuck, that
five
was the
pack.
thing I was going to buy you. Damn it!
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
you bought it, you son of a bitch. Like,
No, I've had it actually. I used to watch those VHSs a lot. That was back. I had those before DVDs. That's when I first started watching the movies. Um, yeah, those were cool. Yeah, I still have a few of them floating around somewhere, but I don't really do much with them.
I only collect the ones that are really special to me, which the biggest one, my prized possession of VHS tapes is Sleepaway Camp right here. And it value I would say double this value when Felissa Rose signed it.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. It's cool as hell too.
Oh yeah, I love this, man. I need to display it more of like where I can put it where it's better. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. But Brad, go ahead and go with this next question.
How's everyone's Valentine's Day? Good. We didn't do too much here. We just a couple small gifts, and we got some takeout sushi, which is fantastic. You can never go wrong with that. Kept it simple, didn't have to do any dishes, and had a delicious meal.
So what I did is I hung out with 3 people on Valentine's Day. Me, myself, and I. And we had a good time. But no, I'm solo party on Valentine's Day. I think and I'm not trying to be a hater, but Valentine's Day for me is personally the most overrated holiday and the most useless holiday because I feel like Valentine's Day should be celebrated every day.
Yeah, dude. Every day of the year. Every day of the year.
Frickin' day. So there we go. Raymond, second question. Man, I apologize for getting to your second question very, very late. Have you seen Clue with Tim Curry, Christopher Lloyd, and others?
Yes, but I don't really remember much outside the beginning of it for whatever reason. Maybe I didn't finish it. I saw it one time. I can't really speak to it though.
Yeah, I've always had it in my watch playlist on my Amazon account, but I just never really pulled the trigger to watch it. But I do plan on watching it eventually. But Brad, remember all those times I kicked your ass in Clue?
Never happened. But I can tell you this. My favorite Clue was the episode of Psych where they go to the chocolate room. That was all kind of a ripoff of that movie.
Tell me more about this chocolate room.
It's a chocolate room. All right, yeah. So,
dude, what about the freaking where is Gus? I thought it was the chocolate room. Oh my god, it's so freaking great.
Probably the best episode of Psych, dude. And
it's actually, dude, that's another series I would like to get back into.
Yeah, that episode was derived from the Clue movie. That's
it was the 100th episode too.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I might get back into that one before American Horror Story, actually, but I just need to see if I have it.
It's probably floating around somewhere.
So, all right, we got about 2 more questions left, and we'll get skedaddle on out here, guys. Chester says top 3 Tom Cruise movies for me: Days of Thunder, A Few Good Men, and The Outsiders. Ooh, I need to pull up this list real quick.
That is a tough one, man, because there's so many great ones. I already know.
I know one. I think me and Brad are thinking the same one.
Top Gun Maverick's going to be there.
Yeah,
it's going to be there. You can't say no against it.
I actually wasn't thinking that one, but yeah, that counts too.
Mission Impossible, we'll probably just go with Fallout.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
Will be up there as well. I'm just going to do one. I would probably put another Mission Impossible movie up there.
I thought you'd be putting freaking Edge of Tomorrow on there.
Dude, that movie's great, man. That movie is fantastic. That's a really underrated movie.
Or what
I
about
could think
Eyes
it-
Wide Shut when they he and that what's the girl in that movie? Let me
That's-
check here.
I didn't
Nicole
remember.
Kidman, him and Nicole Kidman get freaking naked in that movie, Eyes Wide Shut.
A great flick, man. If anything,
Rayman, Vanilla Sky, Jerry
oh,
Maguire.
Collateral, dude.
Gold Member.
Collateral. Gold member.
Yeah, Collateral's a good one. And dude, what about this freaking hit right here? The Mummy.
Oh, dude, I'd have to actually probably go. I'd probably actually, yeah, Mummy, fuck off. I'd probably actually, I'd honestly probably have to go fucking Rain Man, dude. That shit is fantastic.
Well, wait a minute. Guys, I'll need your help in the chat on this one. Why was Tom Cruise credited for Never Sleep Again, the Elm Street Legacy documentary?
I was just curious why he was credited for Young Guns. He's not in Young Guns, is he? Is he?
Well, what? Wait, wasn't he credited in freaking Teen Wolf?
Don't know.
Because what was that thing in Teen Wolf that freaking that girl says in Scream? If you pause at the right place, you'll get to see his penis. Oh, Tropic Thunder. Brayden would get mad at me if I didn't mention Tropic Thunder with Tom Cruise.
Somebody at work showed me the weirdest fucking movie of all time trailer the other day. Somebody here may have seen it. It's called Legend from 1985. It's got Tom Cruise with long hair in the 80s. And it's directed by Ridley Scott. And if you haven't seen, I never heard of this movie. I'm sure somebody in the chat has. If you haven't heard of it, go watch the fucking trailer for this thing. It is strange. There's a unicorn in there. I don't know. They're like he's fighting the devil. The devil's Tim Curry in the movie. It looks fucking weird, man. But yeah, I'd probably say Rain Man, Top Gun Maverick, and Mission Impossible will say Fallout, even though I kind of like Dead Reckoning more, but we'll see. I'd probably have to go that route.
Hey, Holly says Interview with a Vampire. That's a great one.
Yeah, that is a doozy as well. A Few Good Men too, Birdie. That's a great one as well.
Here's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Top Gun Maverick. I am going to go with Mission Impossible Fallout. And then, yeah, I got no choice, but I absolutely have to go with A Few Good Men because that freaking last scene of I Want the Truth, one of the greatest acting scenes of all time.
Look at these guys, man. They love the movie Legend. Jamie Hart saw it. Tim Curry's fantastic as the devil. Raymond is on his watch list. Who else? Tim Curry. Chad. Tim Curry is great in Legend. Gory said, "You haven't watched Legend? I never knew it existed." The trailer is fucking crazy. Y'all need to see the Gold
Yeah, baby. Oh man. But so yeah, just looking here. All right, we're good there. And I did have 7-star because Big Graham asked me, "Show me the money." I can show you the money.
What you gonna do, Jerry? Show me the money!
Nice.
Don't worry, you got your client. I'll see you tomorrow. Click. All right, let's see here. But Chester, amazing question. Thank you for that. And then Raymond, you'll get the last question of the night. If you could take a wrench, you can take a ball. Oh, never mind. If you could dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. We all know where that's from.
That's funny, man.
You're as useless as a poopy flavor lollipop.
It's funny.
This is a taste of my own urine. But I do vote because I like the sour and I like the taste. I got
awesome.
a couple of hookers in the back. You want to join in? You want to join in?
Oh, I'm good, man.
Suit yourself. Because I don't want to say that word on air. So, but because some of the dialogue in that movie did not age very well for the 2020s, but it's still hilarious to us, dadgummit. So, but all right. I do not see any other questions, Brad. Do you have any like last minute questions or anything like that?
No, I'm just documenting all this love for the movie Legend, man, because I'm gonna have to share that. No, No, I don't think so. I don't think we missed out on anything, right?
Nah, and this chat was busting tonight. Oh God, I sound fucking old. We've just had like we have hardly. There were a couple of times where it went below 20 people watching, and this is just a Q&A session. We didn't expect a lot of big turnout. We're just mainly taking a break after a big heavy load on the Real Horror Awards, especially for me. Dadgum. A lot of sleepless nights. I had me a great nap today where I was just a little woozy here. And also too, guys, you got to hear our first official like our new thing with the theme song for Good Will Hunting, but unfortunately we got freaking copyrighted on that SOB. So I'm trying to figure that out if we could get it back online. Yeah, hey, thanks. If we could get it back online, we will. If not, we'll just keep rocking this freaking theme song we have.
I'm back.
And
I'm better than ever.
But man, what a freaking dude! You weren't lying, folks. This was a big show.
Well, it's the big show.
Oh man, but I do got a question, Fo, to answer and to be honest. Do I make you? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to ask you that question. I'm not a pervert. But what we got coming up on the channel next week, Brad? Because I know you wanted to do this, and we're going to do it, dadgummit. And I've gave actually 2 hints throughout the entirety of this night. Yay! 2 hints about what next week's topic is going to be.
We're going to be doing a watch party for RoboCop. RoboCop. And there's a reason to it, Birdie.
What's the reason, Brad?
There's a particular real March Madness coming up this year that we're working on. And
dude, I love segues. Because can I tell you something from the freaking poll I put in the chat?
Let me see it.
30 votes. I asked the people in the chat. There are 30 votes, which that's actually one of our records. Thanks, guys. Ready for us to announce the topic for the Real March Madness 2024 tournament. I have 87% of people that said hell yeah, along with Chad's 1 vote of shut the fuck up. Damn it, Chad. But Brad, this is your baby, foe, because even though it's both of our babies, but this is mainly your baby. You raised that child. I raised the Real Horror Awards child. So this is your baby. You take it away.
Yeah, we have a real March Madness tournament coming up. I know all the excitement with the Real Horror Awards is kind of, everybody's like, oh no, there's no awards. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing the Real March Madness, and it's coming in March, obviously. And the category this year is going to be action movies. So it's going to be fucking epic. We haven't got the bracket together, obviously, yet, but we're working on it. It's going to take some time because it's a tough one to make. Not necessarily because the field is too crowded, which it is, but there's a lot of movies that kind of blend in with the action genre that we're trying to work it in and get a good mix. So we're working on it. It's going to come out, at some point later in the month, probably. But we're going to kick things off next week with RoboCop to kind of celebrate that, because obviously RoboCop is going to be on that list. There's no question about that.
Oh, dude, absolutely, and many other great action films as well. But yeah, we're just tidying things up with the bracket. I believe, Brad, we're at like 40 confirmed movies right now, so we need like 14 more.
Yeah,
excuse me, 24 more. I suck at math, so
yeah, there's going to be a couple changes and stuff too, but
right.
but we're gonna get it on there.
Yeah, as soon we're going to get you a logo for the Real March Madness, and we'll get all that squared away as soon as we can. So that is what's going to be coming up. We like to do that stream around the end of March. If that changes, we'll let you know on that. And Chris lied, or Chris from Jim Carrey said, "It was me." But man, I'm excited for RoboCop though, because I have I wouldn't say a great story, but my pure excitement when I watched RoboCop for the first time, and I was messaging Brad about it, like, dude, this movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. And I got the video game. I'm going to start playing that.
Yeah.
To go along with it. It's going to be great. I'm excited.
And we got to play it, man. We got to play it.
Hit it.
I'd buy that for $1.
One of the greatest, man.
That's our fan. Sorry, I laughed so hard I hit it again. Excuse me.
And then you
But we got that coming up for next Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time for a RoboCop watch party to kick off the Real March Madness 2024 tournament, the road to the Real March Madness, where it's the only Real March Madness tournament that is going on in the month of March. That's coming up. And then I'm trying to think. Oh, I will say next Tuesday, if we can get a thumbnail done, Brad, I'll leave that up to you. We will release for our pre-recorded content for next Tuesday. We're going to release the entirety, not 4 parts. We're combining those 4 parts into one for the Real Horror Wars 2024 full skit will be officially dropped on Tuesday. That's going to be the plan.
can't wait, dude. Going to be exciting.
Yes, sir. So, other than that, Brad, do we have anything else?
I think we're good.
Oh, and Raymond say, Lethal Weapon better make it.
Oh, you already know that's on the list.
Lethal Weapon's gonna make it, and we're gonna go a dive. And wait, what's that, Mel Gibson? Like, if you want to freaking jump, that's fine by me. Oh man, but so great. But Brad, I'm too old for this shit. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Thank you so much for making a regular Q&A session feel special for a big show. Not going to play it, I promise. But we had a great time. But Brad, as always, do you want to give it out with the last word?
It's warming up. You better go get a blizzard.